Raymondo.
Lovely.
Push the button. Push the button, Raymondo.
For a second, I'm like, what? Wait a minute. Am I off today too?
It's only been a week,
I
buddy.
might still be hungover.
You might be.
It must be nice. Whatever.
What is good, party people? It's the Killing Tyme Crew, and we are back at it once again. I am Corey. We got Ronaldo. We got my dog Tanisha in here. Tanisha got some lovely people to introduce to us. Let's go.
So today we have the lovely co-founders of Glitzme company with us, Miss Raven and her lovely fiance. Hi.
Deshaun.
And we are very much happy to have both of y'all.
Yes.
Good job.
So give us a brief synopsis of who y'all are
Okay, so
before we get into our interview all the way.
definitely. So my name's Raven. I'm born and raised out here. I went to school with Tanisha. I can't remember, was it middle or high school?
Girl, both.
Oh, both?
Yeah. And wait, did you go to Matt Kelly Elementary too?
Girls,
Damn, Matt Kelly.
Look, so
West
Tanisha,
Side.
we didn't grow up together.
Yeah,
But, I'm born and raised out here. I'm 26 years old. I just had a baby 5 months ago.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. I'm a hustler. And I cocktail waitress at the pools during the summer, and then we own businesses, as we will get into later. Other than that, I'm just chill people.
Okay. All right. Deshaun?
Well, so same as her. I was also born and raised here in Las Vegas.
Okay.
I went to Cheyenne High School, a little older than y'all.
Boo, Cheyenne.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
How old
Don't do that.
down.
33.
You're
33. Yeah, 33.
You're
26.
26.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
again, like I said, born and raised. And we partnered up. We have some businesses going on.
Yeah.
We do, like you said, a new baby, and her bounce back has been crazy.
Insane. Y'all have to
crazy.
see this girl in person. It don't look like she had no baby nowhere. Nowhere. Not
We're
even in
super
the face.
excited about pretty much where we're going and our trajectory of our lives, and really just trying to be as positive and give back as much as can.
Okay.
So, I love it, man. I love it.
Awesome. So we got a tradition here. We do normally get new bottles, but I decided not to today. So we're gonna just shoot some Jameson real quick. You know what I'm saying?
Ass
It is not nasty. So let's go. We're sipping on Jameson.
Damn.
I don't know what you're doing.
I hear you off of one shot.
Hey,
Like she,
Gliztme, let's go.
Oh, I didn't know how much you was going to drink.
Don't do that.
Here, you want mine?
Yeah.
This is a low vibration
Okay,
shot.
don't play with me because I don't want to.
This is a low vibration shot. Oh, that hurt.
It definitely
Damn.
do.
Before we start, Tanisha.
Wait a minute. Give me a chance to recover.
Yeah. They usually taste better at home. I don't know what it is.
You should have had it cold.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
Like
Chilled
drinking
out.
gasoline.
Yeah.
And now I'm sweating.
That was 91 right there. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Happy belated birthday. my
Happy
friend.
belated, Tanisha.
Happy belated birthday, my
Oh,
friend.
thank you. Oh, this me on the cover, y'all. Look at my
It is a
What
black
is
woman's
this?
coloring book.
Are you saying I need peace in my life? Is that what you're trying to say?
I'm just trying to help you out. So I got it because you've been telling me that you've been coloring with your son lately.
Yes,
so
I have.
figured this is something that instead of coloring his stuff, you got your own stuff to color with now.
He gonna destroy this book. Yeah, I'm definitely doing my own set of coloring. Thank you.
Right.
I appreciate you thoughtful and whatnot. Okay. See, they do love me now, so I retract all further statements
Yes,
for
thank
the time being.
Yes,
until you
yes.
get on my nerve.
Okay. The episode's early. All right.
Right.
How was everybody weekend? You going last?
Yeah, and we would let y'all go first.
Yes. How was y'all
We
week?
remember what happened the weekend. So
I work way too much. So this is probably like my first off day since like Tuesday.
Okay.
And I'm sorry you working on your day off. I am so
No, it's all right. It's all right. This isn't work. So
Okay.
when it comes to our business, it's not work.
Right.
You know, we
okay.
we put a lot of effort
So you
into
going
this. So
towards
I'm
your
all right
dream.
with that. But
Yeah.
I work during the day at the pool as well, and I work at night at a foundation room in the Mandalay Bay. So
Okay.
I'm double timing
Yeah.
the business
And
stuff like that.
And
so,
the day job. Good shit.
and the 5-month-old. Gee, ooh.
Yeah, man. That's a lot, man. Yes. Okay.
yeah,
my
our
weekend
weekends are
busy.
really, really busy. I'm still working too. I work at the pool. I do like promotional modeling here and there. Like the girls that go up to like, you'll see them. You could go inside of a Smith's or something like that, and they giving out free samples and stuff.
Okay,
like
yeah.
that. Yeah, just little stuff like that. Just little small gigs. I do that too. So My weekend was back to back too, and then I finally got to enjoy myself. I went to the pumpkin patch yesterday.
Oh, nice.
Oh, did you get some good pictures?
Yeah, I got some good pictures.
Awesome.
We went to the Centennial Hills one, so I know it's overwhelming trying to figure out which pumpkin patch to go to, but yeah, the Centennial Hills one was a really good pumpkin.
Is that the Gilcrease Orchard or whatever?
No, that's actually a different location. I did see really good reviews on that one too.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna try to
But they say it's 7 a.m. to 3, and I'm like, it's my weekend. Wait a minute, we
your
getting
ass
up
up.
at
No, that's
6
early.
to get
Nobody
there,
getting up that early.
and they be crowded, so you have to get there early. And
I know one thing: the Gilcrease Orchard. What is it?
Gilcrease
yeah.
Orchard, yeah.
They you able. That's an all year round place.
Oh, really?
You're
Yeah, it
able to
is.
go
Yeah.
pick your
Yeah.
own fruit
Yeah.
and food.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think those are the hours of that all year round for like picking and shopping for food and fruit. I
Yeah.
think that's
Okay.
Because people get there really early at the orchard, like really, really early.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Not me. You won't be. I'm gonna or my family entirely because that's a lot.
Right.
Right. T.
So my weekend consisted of. Wait, what did I do? Hold on. Damn, I thought I had a lot planned on saying some stuff. And
Sign of old age.
no, it's that Jameson side. It messed me up. I was really in order when I got here. But I hung out at the house. I've been catching up with my friend Jasmine. She came to the house. We ordered Indian food, which is delectable.
You've been on an Indian food kick lately, huh?
Yes, it's just been so good. I love a good
Some
lamb.
butter chicken.
You are basic, but that's okay.
That's
Yeah.
basic as fuck.
And then
And my Air Maxes. Inside joke.
whatever. Anyhow, and then we ended up going to buy like a nice little hookah set from this local smoke shop. Support local businesses. And it's a giant thing too, and it was really nice. So we chilled at the house, went shopping, got a couple things. So y'all gonna see my hair change. If y'all know, y'all know. Right, I know that's right. And then on Saturday, I tried to take my kid to Sequest for the first time.
Tried to take them.
Yep, didn't work out because when we got there, the line was wrapped around the building, and I asked somebody, and they said they were there for 3 hours.
At Sequest?
Sequest.
Well, you know what it is? I don't know if y'all seen, but what was trending was they were giving out 5 free tickets per family if you put in a promo code. I got those tickets, by the way. So that's probably what that is.
Okay, I ain't know nothing about this. My son was just like, "Oh, we're going to aquarium." That's all he kept saying. He was so excited, and we get there, and I'm just like, "Oh no!" And it's hot, and it's children, and my son is very aggressive. So if a kid, like a little 2-year-old, run up to my son, and he's like, "Oh, he's cute," but if he hits him, my son will knock him down, and because he doesn't know the power of his own
I
strength.
like this kid.
I like them.
Yeah, and he's tall too, so most
Learn by
people
getting
think
your
he's like
face.
5 to
Yeah.
6. And my kid is 3 years old, and he knows how to articulate himself. But he was just like, "Oh, okay. Well, we went to go do something else. We went to take him to like the little trampoline wire hanger things, and he was jumping on that. Had a good time. He wanted the Shadow from Sonic, the little toy thing. It was $30, and that man had us fucked up, so we didn't buy that Sonic. So we had to try to walk back the other way without my son realizing that we were leaving, and we were just gonna go to Chuck E. Cheese, but he had a full-on blowout tantrum, and this was his first one ever in public. So his dad was just like, "Okay, we'll give him 20 minutes to calm down, and then we'll still go to Chuck E. Cheese."
20 minutes.
He tried.
This
He
is-
tried.
this
He gave
is-
him
hey,
3.
listen, look, hey,
He
listen,
literally
look.
gave him 3.
This is the first time I ever thought Kelvin was white.
It was to be honest, it was my idea because I'm trying to do gentle parenting in certain areas.
Yeah.
In certain areas, I can't
What
do it
does that
all the way
mean?
around because the patience does not work that way. But we ended up, he had a tantrum and it lasted about 30 to 45 minutes in the car ride, and we were headed to Burlington to buy some new clothes, and he messed that whole Chuck E. Cheese day up. So he ended up going home and taking a 5-hour nap.
Going to sleep. Yeah.
He took a sleep instead of a nap.
Yes.
So.
Kids are funny, man. My son, he had to be about the same age, maybe 4. We took him to Houston, took him to NASA.
Ooh.
And it was time for us to leave because we had some things to do that night. He didn't throw a tantrum, but you could tell his face was like, "Yo, what are we doing?"
Like, I'm not ready.
He's like, "I'm not ready to leave. There's spaceships and shuttles and everything, Dad." And he
Well,
just
that's
sat there with this look on his face like, I don't want to go. I was like, boo, it's time to go, man.
And my son has started this thing of where he's just like, when he know he's about to get in trouble and we look at him, because I get down to eye level and I'll be like, don't do this, try to do the stern mama thing. And he's like, please don't hit me in public.
Oh, damn.
Oh, damn.
And I'm just like, little boy, I will beat you in my mind. But in my face, I'm like, Trey, you know very well what you're doing.
That's
Stop it.
fucking
Stop
hilarious.
it. But when we get in the car, I just be wanting to
That boy he's thinking ahead. He's like,
think big,
look,
bitch. You
if
think
I
it's
get
small.
white folks to pay
You think
attention.
it's small. And I almost lost it. And I'm just like, you know what? I'm going to just take him in the car.
You little manipulator.
That's
Yeah.
hilarious.
He get that from
control
his
the whole
dad.
situation, right?
I blame dad
Yeah.
for this, obviously.
That's funny, man.
But that was my weekend. How about you?
My weekend was chill but busy. Baby girl came home this weekend from college.
Yay! How was she?
She's good. She's good.
How long was she there?
2 hours.
Didn't last long.
She went to her mom's house, which is right around the corner, and then she came over, spent an hour and a half with us. And I was supposed to take her back to her dorm the next day, but her cousin took her, whatever. But I saw my baby. It's been a month since I saw my daughter. Trying to give her space and be a college student.
I was just gonna say she must be new to it.
Yeah.
She's at UNLV. I mean, she's down the street, but I'm still kind of like,
Yeah.
I'm hands off.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're in college. I'm hands off. You need me, I'm here. But if you don't, I'm not here.
All right.
Just to me, a lot of time outside. The pool's finally ready. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to
The
that.
pool house at Curry.
You know what I'm saying? The pool's finally ready. So that was it. Took the boy shopping for homecoming. Ooh. Yeah, did that.
His first homecoming.
What was
freshman year?
Yeah.
Freshman year, he wants to go to homecoming. So
was it different? Obviously, with your daughter being in college, you did the whole prom thing, right?
Yep.
And now you're doing homecoming with him. Is there a
it's
difference?
a big difference.
What's the difference?
There was no little nasty ass boy taking my daughter to prom.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's a huge difference. That's a huge difference.
Oh, yeah, I got to get prepared for that.
it's a huge difference.
I meant
A long
like
time.
emotional wise.
Mental prepared.
No.
Like, were you more emotional taking her prom shopping?
I was more emotional with her.
Okay.
You know what I'm
baby
saying?
girl.
Yeah, it's baby girl. That's my firstborn. Like she's not the oldest, but she's my firstborn.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? My stepdaughter's the oldest, but she's my firstborn.
Right.
So it was a little bit of teary. I didn't cry, but it was like emotional. Like, damn, my baby's going to college next year.
Right.
My baby, this is it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It was a singing prom. But nah, man, my son, he got his little outfit ready, man. He got his little jacket, nice little shirt, skinny slacks, and Vans. I was like, okay. I was like, you want dress shoes? He's like, nope, I want Vans.
These kids don't wear dresses
Yeah.
anymore. They don't know what dresses look
Yeah, it's
like.
most definitely different.
His mom is sitting there, no, you should get these loafers. He's like, no, ma, Vans.
You gotta let him do him.
You
Be
gotta,
like, I am
you
not
have
grandpa.
If the kids if they're not being crazy, doing nothing wrong, let your kids express themselves.
Of course.
Like, my son has had green hair. He's got red hair right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm all about self-expression, man. Your grade's good. Yep. Self-express yourself all you want to.
Right.
As long as there's no tattoos on your face or jewels in the middle of your
man,
forehead.
yes.
You know?
Right.
Exactly. You know exactly who I'm talking about. Hot mess.
So we did that. Had to housework and sit outside last night, man. Watch football last night. It was great, man.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? Sit outside, put the screen up, and watch football, and that was it. You know what I'm saying?
He's our rich friend, if y'all haven't gotten it. He got a pool. He got a screen in his backyard. Got his
they gonna be
feet
the
up,
rich
you
friends
know.
in a minute.
It's given.
Right? I mean, then y'all next, and I'm gonna be like, so y'all having a party?
Right.
When's the baby's birthday party? I will be there.
I hate y'all so much. I hate both of y'all equally. But that's it, man. A couple of errands a day, enjoy this weekend, and that was it, man. You know what I'm saying? Now, to you, sir.
I mean, I had a busy weekend.
Yeah.
A busy.
And that's a first in the last
it wasn't-
3 months.
It definitely wasn't a chill weekend.
Okay.
which normally
He's the
happens.
cool, chill one. He never does anything.
So my girlfriend's friend put together this thing called Friends Weekend. She planned like all of these events starting on Friday, but I worked until 5, so I didn't get to go over there and hang out with them. But Friday, Saturday, and Sunday was a full day of things that we went and just did and hung out. So Friday, she went and got paint supplies, so we were going to do a paint and sip thing at her house.
Oh, that's fun.
That's dope.
So she had like all the little art supplies, the easels, and all that stuff. So boom, we do that. That was Friday night. Saturday, starting at 10 o'clock, we go to brunch down at Freedom Beats. From Freedom Beats, we go to...
What the fuck is that?
Yeah.
That's at Downtown Grand.
Oh, Downtown Grand. Yeah, I love that place.
That's the pool we work at.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. I'm like,
that's a pool.
damn, everybody know about this but me.
Heard of it?
You know, it's brunch. It's good food. You know, they got the little band on stage or whatever. Yeah, we've been there before. The $14 all you can drink mimosa.
Oh, it's just great. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah. So,
It's quick now.
He's like the mimosas. That's why you don't remember. That's why you don't remember.
And them bitches be strong.
oh yeah, and they bring to you two at a time. You know what I mean? So
we
it's
went
good
there
stuff.
one time. I'm sorry to cut you off,
No, you're good.
but it was closing. It was close to closing.
No,
and
they were almost done.
They were almost done with the mimosas,
Yeah.
and the dude put like 20 on our table. It was like, here y'all go. Like, no
He
joke.
brought them all
Friendly
out.
service. You get a tip.
Not that part.
Yeah.
You gotta start making friends. Egg.
Yeah.
This is like,
hey, whose
we need to knock
birthday is
this out.
it?
Right?
So, sorry. So after Freedom Beats, we walk across the street to the Mob Museum.
Okay.
Now, you ever been to Mob Museum?
Yes.
So I've never been. It's the first time. So she had this whole tour plan. We do the whole Mob Museum thing or whatever. And then they have this other room in there where it's like a CSI crime scene investigation thing. So we did that. And then also they have a distillery in there.
Yep. Downstairs.
Yeah, downstairs where they
So speakeasy almost.
Right across from the speakeasy distillery, and they make moonshine.
Okay.
So we did a moonshine tour.
Yeah.
I guess like you sit down, the lady gives you like all these prohibition stories or whatever, and you do like a little tasting of the moonshine, which is fucking disgusting, by the way. But I mean, hey,
It's an acquired taste.
yeah,
for
I
sure.
mean, it is
Like,
what it
ain't
is.
for
I mean,
everybody.
yeah, it's woo.
It needs some concentrate in it. Some
You could
concentrated
That's
juice.
literally like gas. Like you literally put that in a gas tank.
Well, that's
and
what used to
save
blind
some
people,
money.
right?
Yeah, I heard
Yeah.
that about
Like
moonshine.
you OD on it. Yeah, you do
but
too much.
that was
That's
one
why you only
thing.
take a shot of it.
I guess there's three things that they use it for: was medicinal, for science, and then for it was something else that they used it for back in the day.
Pleasure.
No, it was something. That's the way that they got around for it being legal.
Illegal. Okay.
So we go from there, and then from that we rush home. I got literally 30 minutes to change after Mob Museums. Go home, change.
That's no problem for you, though, is it?
I already had my clothes out.
Okay.
You know,
For us,
it was already ready.
You know,
she was
we
like, "Are you
boom,
gonna
boom.
take your clothes with us?" Because we all had to meet back up over at a girl's house, and she had a party bus pick us up. And then from there, we go out to dinner. We went to
Now who got money?
Right.
Look,
A
I'm
party bus. He went to
Right.
Mob Museum
Right.
party
I'm like,
bus.
y'all get
Went
more
to a
free?
club.
It's 4:00. We party bus picked us up at
At the house?
At her house. Yeah, at her house at 5:30.
I didn't know they pick people up at the house. I thought you got to go to a hotel for that.
No, you
They
can do
pulled up
anything
to the
now.
house.
If you pay extra,
Look.
Door drop service and stuff. Curbside service.
So yeah,
Got
they
you.
picked us up from the house. It's probably like 12 of us anyway.
Yeah.
You know, the whole time, everything. So it's like 12. So they party bus picks us up. We go out to eat. We go to Marrakesh. Right next to Cleaver.
yeah.
Yeah. So it's a
got some belly dancers in there.
Yeah.
wasn't
Yes,
it?
I've been there. I've been
never
there.
been. That was the
Have
first
you ever
time.
been to Marrakesh? It's like a Mediterranean,
I couldn't think of-
Indian like place,
yeah.
and you sit like really low to the floor, and you eat like Indian food, and it's like 8 courses, right?
Y'all,
Yes.
y'all was sitting
About
in the
8
club?
No,
courses.
we weren't
You said
sitting
8
to the-
courses?
8 courses.
It was a lot.
But
It
it's
was a
for
lot.
a group.
It was
So
a
it's
lot.
like you bring like 5 friends and y'all share a big plate in the middle of the table and you get your share.
Everything
off
that
the
they
big
brought,
plate.
everything they brought, it's served family style. So everything
Yeah.
they brought, like I said, it's 12 of us. So they brought like 3 of each thing. So they, it's like 8 courses. Dog. It was so much fucking food. They brought
Yeah.
soup and drinks, and then like, bro, it was.
And then there was
a
belly
lot.
dancers coming out like almost every 30 to 45 minutes. Yeah. And they come out and they like get close.
Where's this at? Because it sounds like
it's
the
near the
next
strip.
Paradise Flamingo
Yeah.
area.
Right
Okay.
across the
Okay.
street from, not across the street from Fleming's, but like
In that area.
Del
Is it by
Frisco's.
Firefly?
Del Frisco's.
Del Frisco.
Is it by Firefly?
Yes.
Okay, I know.
Yes.
Okay, I passed
Fly
by
Fly
all the
Tapas,
time.
right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I know. I know.
So that was
Good
cool.
stuff.
That was the first time they ever did that. So that was cool. So then
How you like the food?
the food was good. All outside of the chicken that they brought, that was
Okay, that was
boiled
my-
chicken.
yeah, that was
You
my
know what I
problem
mean?
too, 'cause I'm
It
like,
was
what-
The
what
fucking
is
worst
it?
thing ever. Like literally,
It was so scary
It
looking.
was chicken that you put in chicken noodle soup. Is basically
Yeah,
what
but
it was.
they serve it with like couscous
And
and,
couscous, yeah.
and
The food's so
some
nice, you
beans
named it
and
twice.
stuff.
Yeah.
And it's just like when you see it, it's just like, did you cook it or is a bird gonna
It's-
come and
it's
eat
like
this? Like I'm
white.
terrified. Yeah,
It
it's
didn't
just,
look good.
I
Absolutely
didn't.
not.
I
Oh
was
yeah,
scared
she
of
wouldn't
it.
even touch it.
I like the
Not
kebabs
baked,
though.
Not even baked, but boiled chicken.
Yeah, the
Like, it's
kebabs
just
though, like the meat on a stick, that's delicious.
definitely
So
good.
good.
That was definitely
so good.
Okay.
Oh, and their cucumbers and what is it? Hummus. Mm-hmm. Oh my God, best hummus I've ever had in my life.
Really?
Good, yeah,
Yes,
good.
it's so good. Continue.
So
Sorry.
from there, we get back on the bus and we go to the Rio. We have a show that we're going to at the Rio. But meanwhile, we've got about 30 minutes before the show starts. So we're just chilling in the lobby, hanging out. Me and a couple of the guys were gambling a little bit. One of the guys goes over and is playing craps. So I go over there and check him out, like, hey, man, how you doing, blah, blah, blah. And I look up, and Blueface is at the table.
Yeah, he been out here for a minute. I heard. I seen him out here.
I'm like, dog, that's fucking Blueface right there. He looks up and he goes, oh, yeah, it is Blueface.
Yeah.
Like, it was just weird. I mean, obviously, I've seen, we've lived in
Celebrities
Vegas. You've
and
seen
shit.
celebrities
Yeah.
before. The weird part that was to me was just how regular he was.
He have all this shit on?
There. No, he had jewelry on his fingers. He didn't have nothing on, like, he didn't have, like, big chains or anything.
Okay.
Like,
So they're learning.
and no
is what you're
security.
telling
But
me.
no security.
After everything that's been
different.
See,
happening.
that's the thing.
No, he had no security with him the whole
At the
time.
Rio?
No security at all.
Also, was his girlfriend with him?
No, Krishan was not
Oh, I was
there.
about to
'Cause
say,
was
he didn't
never
need
looking for her.
security.
I wasn't
Right,
tripping
Krishan was
on-
the security.
I know. I seen he was out here in Vegas
Hey.
and she was out in
Ronaldo was out here
Oklahoma
like
with her.
this.
Yeah, that's what I was looking for. I'm like, where's Krishan at? Like,
Right.
But no, like, and he had to have been there for at least, I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 hours, just literally chilling in the lobby. He was with like maybe 5 or 6 guys were with them or whatever, which is probably, those were probably his security.
Right.
'Cause I'm pretty sure they
Low
were
key on
carrying.
some low key. Yeah, you know,
Yeah.
they ain't around there for no reason.
Yeah,
Right.
But he was just in there, just really just hanging out the whole time. We go see our show. We come out. We're waiting for our bus to come back and pick us up. And he's just in there, just chilling, just in there, just sitting down, walking around, talking. And then after that, I'm assuming that probably the word got out that he was there, because now you start seeing younger people show up. Like, I'm telling you, like, some of these kids that showed up, like, literally kids. They were probably like 14, 15 years
And
old.
I don't understand why.
Pulling up in cars, and I'm like,
Why
yo,
do
like,
14 know who this man
it's
is?
11, 12 o'clock at night. Where are your
Social
parents?
media.
The internet. You're
Yeah.
so,
No, I'm just saying how you get on the strip is what I mean. Like how you get there.
so old.
Well, I'm out of my business. The only person I knew that was out of my age range was probably Trina, and that's about it. Everybody else was R&B singers, and that's it.
Right.
But not ever see Trina out.
But, yeah, no, he
You're a
was,
fool.
he was cool. And then, yeah, we get on the bus, and that was that for Saturday. And then yesterday, we just hung out over at their house and had
This sounds like a staycation.
Yeah.
he had a pool party, like backyard party or whatever at their house.
Did you get in the
And
water?
everybody- I did get in the
Was
water.
it cold?
No.
Oh, nice.
Their pool and
It's
their
heated?
jacuzzi is heated.
Nice,
yes.
nice.
Yeah, so the pool was, shit, that shit was hot. The jacuzzi.
I can't heat mine yet.
Jacuzzi was easily like 90 degrees. That shit
Nice.
was like a tub. But
Yeah.
no, man, it was a good time, man. It was a very fun, event-filled weekend.
Nice,
Yeah,
man.
Good time.
That's so
That
nice.
understands the hangover line from
Yeah,
earlier.
yeah.
Now I see
But we left
how
early.
that came
We
in.
left early yesterday, so
Why?
like I wasn't. If we didn't leave early, I probably would have been
Oh,
there till probably about 12 or 1
I
o'clock.
don't think you would have went to work.
I probably would have went to work. I definitely would have been like very, very, very hungover.
We just son at work with you today.
Yes, he was.
Oh, good shit.
Yeah, he was there. But
Okay.
yeah, no, we left early, which was good enough time for me to go home and kind of chill out. But no, it was a good time, man. It was a good time. Shout out to Toya and Jerry for the hospitality.
Yes, man.
Oh, yeah.
Now,
Oh, fun.
you talk about this damn backyard party
He
like
got
it was
jealous.
just shit.
He got jealous because
Yeah.
I said I just left from the best backyard party I ever been to. He's like, what?
Like, wait a minute.
He's like, what?
Well, see, now his pool
now you
ready
see
to
how
go.
I feel, Corey.
Look.
Now you see how
now,
I feel.
now I gotta step the game up. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
And hopefully I get an invite.
Like a challenge.
Look, me too.
I didn't say it was like a
Goddamn.
challenge, but
No,
I'm just
but
saying
it was a
fun.
challenge.
Like they had me being a DJ, so I was playing music and everybody was just dancing, having fun.
Sir,
shit
you've
like
been
that.
to great parties at my house.
I have.
Okay.
I have.
Don't dis-
Must be
don't
nice,
disrespect
huh?
the Kilgore
I
party.
didn't
That's
say
great.
party. I said backyard party.
Okay. Because we had a whole DJ at my house before.
I said backyard.
Again, I wasn't there for that either, so
We didn't know you.
I don't care.
We didn't know you then. This is
So
the
what?
old. This is the old house.
So you should have had a party when you met me. That's
This is the
what it
introduction to
was.
the next
you
party.
know?
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So anything else, real quick? Anything else?
I'm good, man. I
Nope.
think I got everything out.
Tanisha, on you, baby.
So now that we are back to the Glitzme CEOs, I just want to know, like, how did y'all start this business? What made y'all start
What
a
is this
business?
business?
Yes.
So,
soda.
you're taking another shot of Jameson, girl. Honestly, man, so it really came about. So we started in June of 2019.
Okay.
And we, like I said, we worked at the pool. Well, she worked at the pool initially at that during that year. And what ended up happening was we initially started off with a bikini line. She had a hard time like finding one that fit her, stuff like that. So we was like, why don't we just make our own? And then we just started a company from there.
Yeah.
So we ended up initially thinking like, okay, well, we're going to cater to kind of the smaller breasted women who may have like curvy hips and, you know, all that type of stuff. But it was like, why limit ourselves and they just branch out for everyone? So we had a plus line, everything. And that's kind of how we started. We actually ended up selling the bikinis to the downtown Grand, to the pool.
Oh, nice.
And I saw when that happened. I was just like,
all the
oh
girls,
my fucking God. That's so exciting.
It was so awesome. Like, we ended up having a contract with them and everything. So all the girls at the pool was wearing
That's beautiful.
our
Your bikini.
sponsored bikinis, you know what I mean? So that was really cool.
And y'all worked there. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, exactly. So I ended up joining the pool in August of 2020, but during that entire span, you know, when we had it, they were wearing our bikinis.
Yeah.
From there, we transitioned to the party rental business. I think, like,
so after you know,
pregnant.
the swimwear, that came with brand ambassadors. You know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then we
yeah.
turned that into a modeling agency. So
Okay.
then we had. At that point, that's when we had, you know, girls just like, people was reaching out to us, asking to book our girls. So at the end of the day, we hustlers, you know.
Yeah.
So if we can make money off of something, we going to put a dollar sign on it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we turned it into an agency from our brand ambassadors. And then people was reaching out to us, asking to book our girls. And then it was that type of business as well as the swimwear. So, if, you know, it got to a point where they was in music videos and things like that. If they had to wear swimwear and stuff like that, it will be our swimwear in those music videos.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that all kind of just meshed together for us.
Yeah.
And then we ended up starting to, with our girls, and this we gonna skip a business real quick, but with those girls, we ended up going to the car wash.
Okay.
Right here off of MLK and Carey. I'm sure it's historical.
I drive past it every day.
It's historical. Everybody knows about that.
Barbecue trucks there all the time.
Exactly.
Right across from Martin Luther King.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, so we started taking our girls up there. We got in contact with the owners at the time and things like that. Started taking our girls up there and started having like little pop-up shops. And then we worked out something to where we will bring our models to come up there and market for them to bring more traffic in.
Right.
We'll have, you know, sex appeal sales. I think.
Yeah.
So we have
Sin City, girl.
Exactly.
Sin City, yeah.
We had our
Since
girls
even
in
no
our
reason.
bathing suits promoting their car wash to come get a car wash and promoting us at the same time.
Yeah.
And then, you know, the increase of traffic had like, you know, tremendously, you know, like
Probably triple their business.
exactly.
man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We
And
still
then,
hear stories to this day.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like of people when we brought
Wow.
our models up there from
Yeah.
that was in 2020.
Yeah.
People's like, oh, y'all with them girls?
Right.
Like, yeah, I was like, I remember that, man.
That was me.
You know,
That was
yeah,
me.
I was like,
Yeah, all the time. Too.
that was us.
Yeah.
That was us.
Unfortunately, something ended up happening, like death-wise. Somebody ended up getting killed up there, so we had to take a break. And I
Yeah,
ended up
step
getting
back.
pregnant at that time too.
Okay.
So everything kind of fell backwards. Just went back a little bit. We did venture off into, and I'm the type of person like I literally will wherever I see that the community needs. Like I could literally sit on social media all day long.
Yeah.
And if I see like the community continuously, I've joined every Facebook group there is. Like,
Yeah.
and I just sit there and I just observe what everybody asking for. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So that's what I did, and that's how we jumped into party rental business.
Okay.
So party rental business is the bomb. Like
Yeah.
you got to think about it like. No matter what, somebody's always having an
Yeah.
event.
Yeah.
No matter what, somebody's always having a birthday party. So that's when we went and got tables, we got chairs, we got the big wedding tents, we just got jumpers, we got portable bars, we got, you know what I'm saying, like everything.
Yeah, we got
you know?
fog machines.
Yeah.
I mean, we got all kind of
Yeah,
stuff. You can have a
like-
whole real party.
Right.
Because the
with
goal
our
is to
stuff.
create passive income.
Yes.
Yeah.
At the end of the day. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And the swimwear, you know, that was our thing to start it off. So we still use the swimwear as to like, if we applying for grants, it's a sob story. Like, oh, you know, like women are being bashed and all this other stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's a sob
Yeah.
story with swimwear. So we still use that as our parent company. But, you know, we branched off.
The
and-
subsidiaries under that.
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. We branched off and we got into stuff to where the money is flowing in a little bit faster. You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So, so now we got a rental business, and then we just our last business, hopefully. But you know what? There's no limit for me.
No, this is just the most recent business that we
It's
acquired.
the car wash. So we ended up buying the car wash, and that's the same car wash that we was taking the models.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So that
you
car wash
own it
So now you guys own that now. That's beautiful.
And
Congratulations.
that is lovely. I love that for a lovely.
How long have you guys owned that now?
What's today? Like 10 days.
Jesus, beautiful, man.
So
y'all just bought
we
it.
just acquired and took over ownership on October 1st.
Okay.
Of course, it's been some months in planning, so we've been already kind of started painting the building.
Right.
Just kind of not so much as far as like changing the culture per se, because that if anyone ever
It's
been over there,
iconic,
you
yeah.
know what you're getting into.
I
You
drive
know
by it
what's
all the
over
time,
there.
and I always say to myself, "Damn, how come I don't never go here and get my car?"
I've been there once.
I
living here, like
I always go
once.
someplace else, but I always think about stopping.
I grew up on the west side over there, J Street, so I know that part very well.
look.
That and the damn drive-in movie theater, two standing businesses over there, honestly. So
Been there our
just
whole life.
seeing that y'all are young Black owners of
That's
that
beautiful,
company
man.
and donating that time and effort into your community is absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
So what made y'all start your own company or your official company as a whole? What just jump started that kind of mindset that you wanted to do something bigger?
Just being in the industry, I got into the industry, I think, right when I turned 16, you know, the bartending, cocktail, and serving industry. And, you know, I just dealt with a lot. And as a Black woman out here, and people don't really realize that, like, we actually, like, especially the Black women out here, being in that particular field out here, it's a certain look that they always want. You gotta be a certain height, a certain size, breast size, you know, bottom size. All that is really huge, like, you know, and it's unfair, unfortunately. But, you know, I just came to realization that, you know, I'm tired. I'm really, like, this close. Like, like I'm just fed up with... And I don't know if I was just, like, born with this hustle, but, like, I just, like, you know, I just don't really care to work for nobody. You know what I'm saying? And same with him. It's so funny because we mesh so well together. Because
But we have two totally different backgrounds, though.
Yeah,
Right.
like, he the
You
same
know, two
exact
totally
way.
different
Like,
backgrounds. You know, like just like you, I grew up on the west side. I was born in Cary Yarn.
Me too, y'all.
So, like Cary Mini Mart was the place to be. McNeil's, I used to walk across the desert all the time.
Sherman Gardens,
You know, you know what I'm talking about? So I was born into that neighborhood, but my background isn't. It's more structured per se. Like I was in the military for about six years, well technically 8.
What branch?
but
What
6
branch?
years. I was in the Army. Yeah, I was in the Army.
Just kidding. I'm just
Don't do
joking.
that.
I'm just fucking with
If
you.
it ain't the Marines, don't do nothing. Now.
I mean, he's Navy,
we all
I'm
can't be
Air
perfect.
Force.
It's okay.
Look,
So there's a little bit of mix up in here.
Y'all know how I go.
No, we can talk shit about each other. Can't nobody else talk shit about us.
You damn right. We gonna talk all this shit we want between each other.
Let somebody else
Exactly.
outside say some shit. What the
Yeah.
Excuse you?
Yeah.
Be like, can I get you a pamphlet?
It's a wrap.
Go sign up for a good 2 years, you know?
For sure. So I come from a very structured background. Like I worked on the strip for a while. Like I was customer service. You know, I'm in the hotel, Caesar's Palace, Mirage. Like I'm in these big hotels. So for me, it was really 9 to 5, like working for the dude. You know what I mean? And
Not the dude.
yeah, you know, working for the dude.
We can't call them a man because they be getting on our nerves.
Yeah.
No,
They be getting on our nerves.
yeah. So we, you know, we come from different backgrounds, but I think once that kind of occurred, like 2019 kind of started happening, and we just started realizing like we want that freedom.
Yeah.
You know, we want that freedom of, for one, create our own schedule, do what we want, and answer to only us.
Yeah.
You know, at the end of the day. And, you know, granted, we still do work, little side jobs or whatever, but that's by choice. You know what I mean? That's more so something that we're trying to build on and utilize to put towards our business. You know what I mean? We're not
using that as a stepping stone.
it's a stepping stool. It's definitely not something we're
That's not
obviously
the end
going to be
game.
here.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. Yeah,
I get you.
Oh, yeah, no, that's not going to happen. So, you know, at the end of the day, you know, they just came about. And at that point, we just built something that I feel like, for one, you know, as you mentioned, people do need. And I think a lot of people don't realize, you know, like the power of social media.
Yeah.
You know, they kind of look at it, it can be detrimental But it all depends upon, I feel like, who you follow, what you're really into.
Mm-hmm.
You can really gain some good knowledge from people.
Oh, yes, you can.
Absolutely.
Across the world.
Social media is a tool,
it's
and
a
if you
super tool.
use it like that, then it'll actually.
Yeah,
Like,
it can definitely have benefits,
for
for
example,
sure.
I am a big fan of TikTok. I've learned how to get out of debt on TikTok. I've learned how to roast and cook on TikTok. I've learned how to buy a house on TikTok, fix a car on TikTok. Everything that my father, who is absolutely present but not physically, who couldn't have taught me things, I have learned from fucking TikTok.
Same.
And a lot of people like to bash that you're on social media a lot, but the people you follow, like you said, makes a big difference.
Yeah.
And you guys are aspiring to your community, so
Yeah.
you are somebody who I would like my child to follow when they get older, and that's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
So for my next question would be for the community wise, do you guys like do outreach and stuff like that for the community, or have you guys not stepped into that like aspect of like, you know, donating your time as well?
Yeah.
Because I know you have your car wash and everything, and you do a lot of stuff during that part, but do you also like do community outreach so people can actually know where to volunteer their time if they can't fund or support you that way?
That's definitely something we are in the progress of doing. You know what I'm saying? We are never against any of that. You know, if the opportunity presents itself, yeah, we do that. I mean,
So, well, not to cut you off, but we actually are in a way. So we're sponsoring an event that was for cancer. Is that correct?
Well, we looked on that.
Yeah,
day, so
we
we
were sponsoring essentially our stuff, like our equipment, our services, our time. And we also did one for back to school program as well. So we sponsored tents and stuff like that for the back to school programs that someone was throwing. So, you know, in the little ways like that, as far as being able to, you know, we don't make any money off of that. Any of our workers don't make any money off of that. But everything is obviously pro bono, and it's by choice. And it's something I feel like that the youth needs.
Of course.
You know, and I'm really big. I used to coach for football. I used to coach track and field. So I love dealing with kids and kind of shaping them to kind of see like a better role model than who they might typically see, or someone that's different. You know, someone from a different world. Like, okay, well, they come from this like I did, but they're there. You know, they're at this point. So, you know, being able to give back and kind of provide services to people who aren't used to that. You know, when I grew up in the hood, and as they call it, the hood, it was kind of sort of in, but we used to have people that come back. You know, they do like game machines, and they used to like have games and stuff like that. We play video games and kickball. Yeah, I was like, man, this is beautiful. I would love to do something like that. So now that we're in a position to do something that can definitely impact the community, you know, we're planning on reaching out to a lot of the assemblymen that's on there, you know, as far as all the local businesses, your Grits Cafe, your Mario's, you know, those staples.
Oh my God.
Man, look,
oh my God.
I just don't like waiting there. I'll be waiting for a long time.
Yeah, but the food is worth it.
The wait be
good. The
wait be a little long.
It's good. It's the wait, dog.
Yeah,
that turns you off.
Okay.
It's just a little salt.
Just a little bit. But you lose a little hot sauce and you'll be fine.
You know, you'll be all right.
Yeah, it's perfectly fine.
You know, we definitely plan on reaching out to them though as well. A lot of the local businesses that's around there to trying to get their support and also make them realize like, yes, the car wash is the car wash, but it's under new ownership, and we actually care, and we're going to put passion and time into building this into something bigger than what it has been.
And we deserve a chance.
Yes,
absolutely.
Was the car wash black owned before y'all?
Yes,
it was still black owned.
Yep, absolutely.
Okay, all right, cool.
And he was adamant about keeping it black owned. Like the previous owner definitely let us know that it's been plenty of Hispanics who tried to buy that car, and they was going to buy that car wash, and they was going to turn that car wash out. You know what I'm saying? And literally be making that money that we could have been making.
Right. Okay.
So I'm just that type of person. Like if they do it, why can't we?
Yes,
Where's
definitely.
the limit? Where's the limitation here?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay. And outside of that, since I know you guys are very smart and, you know, educated in your business aspect, you guys are new parents now. How has that been? How has new parental life been for you guys?
Well, it's
so she fell off the bed for the first time today. Let's start with that. So look.
She's 5 months. Let me repeat. She's 5 months.
The kid ain't lived till they fell off the bed.
She's about 10 pounds now, right? So she
20,
okay, so she good. She got a cushion for the pushing. Is she all right?
She all right. We are going to story head somewhere during the baby.
Your kids gotta fall off the bed.
They gonna fall.
Where's Broderick?
I didn't know mine was a mover until he fell off the bed, and I was just like, pillow fort, pillows on the floor.
Never fell off the bed. Mine never fell off the bed.
Look, this one, I don't know what she was on today.
Whatever.
She never moved forward before, so she's laying down, and I have one leg on one side and one leg on the other side, and she's laying in the middle. I'm sitting here on the phone doing something. I look, dude. I started tapping the covers like, where's she at? She's on the floor. I'm like,
oh God.
So I initially when she failed, I was like, we ain't gonna tell your mama. And so not even like 2 minutes, she walked in the house. I'm like, God damn. She got tears in her eyes. I'm like, I'm describing, explaining this. I just came out like, hey, the girl dove off the bed. I don't know what happened.
Dove off the bed.
She thought she was swimming. Diving board, no.
Oh
my God.
You know what I'm saying? Starting early and shit.
She did that by choice. Look, so
I wasn't even there. I was so bothered. I'm like, not Sheila. I can't trust you with the baby.
That should have went to the grave with you, dog.
Right. On the podcast,
that should have went to the grave.
It is what it is. I feel like all of us had that knot at one point in our time. We failed, we got dropped, or something happened. You just don't remember. I guarantee you.
My sister got hers when she was 8 years old on the playground. She was playing tag, turned around for a quick second, but still run directly into a freaking pole.
Oh my God.
I got my ass whooped for that though. I was just like, I was watching her. I told her, hey, no. And boom.
You're
I'm
older though, right? Yeah. See,
by
that's
9 years.
I'm the oldest too. And I got a whole bunch of ass whoopings for shit I had nothing to do with it.
That wasn't me. I told her to look out.
I was, I was watching them. We was at home by ourselves.
And she light skin, y'all. The knot. Oh my God. And they were like, my mom was like, she gonna tell the teacher's gonna think I did this to her. I mean, Mom, she was on the playground. Like, it's not that big of a deal. She's just like, it's not a big deal. CPS ain't a big deal. And I'm like, well, we got a lot of other problems than that right now.
Right.
Shit happens. It is what it is. But
crazy as hell.
Other than that, though, parenthood, as far as like being new parents, has been amazing.
Such a man.
It's been amazing. It's been beautiful.
Yeah.
Awesome.
How about you, Miss Ma'am?
I love it. If I could take her to work with me, I would. Like, I'm obsessed with her. Like,
okay.
You know what I'm saying? But I mean, it don't stop nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't stop nothing. I just got an extra little person I gotta raise. Mm-hmm. My baby. I can't wait till she gets to that age to where we could go on the Miami trips together.
Already planning the Miami girl trip. City girls to the end.
That's awesome.
Do y'all plan on having more?
Absolutely not. Look,
I found my tribe. I found my tribe because they looked at me. They was like, "You
gotta have one more.
You have one more. Give him a sip."
Look,
no,
okay,
I'm gonna give him a dog and some toys, and that's all he gonna get from me. Yeah. I'm sorry.
So I actually already have. So when we met, I already had 3 children.
Okay.
So for me, I'm like,
I'm good.
I'm tapped. I have boy, girl.
Ain't nothing left in the tank, baby.
Okay, right. So she's like, and it's funny, with the whole after the pregnancy and stuff, she was kind of having some medical complications with it and everything. So the doctor was like, you got to be careful if you guys decide to have another baby.
Yeah.
And I'm like, look, I don't want to go through that again. Mm-hmm. I don't want to even put you in that space and risk, possibility of something happening to you.
Right.
Nixed it. I mean, we have talked about adoption like a long time ago. We were just kind of having that ability to change.
Have you for sure made sure you're not having no more yet?
Oh my God.
No, he didn't.
I would say, all right, so. All right,
Mine did. Absolutely not.
Hey, look, team vasectomy.
Look.
Snip.
Just
recommend a doctor because your boy is next.
My shit was in Cali. My shit took 5 minutes. We had a conversation the whole time.
Yeah, we have.
This was back in the day when they didn't have the proper medical sources. And he was just like in there. I'm gonna just take all of this.
No, he can't get
he snip. I heard everything. He was like, shh. I heard everything getting burned up. Titanium tips.
Burned up.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I'm just waiting for mine to not cost $2,900 to get it done for myself.
Insurance.
That was with insurance.
Oh, good Lord.
Yeah, exactly. You got me fucked up. Thank you.
Look.
I was very, frustrated as hell.
Yeah.
Walking out of that clinic, I was like, oh my God, why would you say such a thing? He was like, you could have it done at 21. I was like, oh my God, I didn't know. Ha ha ha. He was like, oh, all you're going to need to do is pay this portion and that's it. And I'm like, oh, okay, get my little folder. And I'm walking out. I'm like, I'm about to set the schedule for next week. Open that folder. I was like, God damn.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, is this another child?
Girl, it's steaming.
Just about.
Yeah, just about. So
A hoopty?
exactly. Get my baby his new car right now.
All right. So,
Feelings
question. What's the end game?
For
Ooh.
the baby?
For no. I'm sorry. For the
For the
business.
baby.
I'm sorry. For the
Corey.
business. For this entrepreneurship, what's the end game?
I don't know. How you feel?
Honestly,
about that
I feel
question?
like-
That's deep. I didn't even have time to think about that.
I don't know. I would say more so the end game would be, well, for one, for us to definitely change generational curses. Like,
Okay.
Our family, we don't come from a family of superb wealth. So being able to kind of change the course of our family history, I think is something that's very important to myself.
Yeah.
And I know it's very important to her as well. We've spoken about it. So I think, definitely that's for sure. But I also feel like being able to impact people outside of our family.
Yeah.
So even like with the car wash, for example, the gentlemen that we took on they were still there from the previous owner. So they're the workers and everything that was there from previous owners. And they kind of have their own situations and stuff like that they're dealing with outside of the car wash that I feel like, we are able to help them out with, but also being able to outreach and extend further than that to the community. So, I think it's very important for us to be able to, I feel like, to give back. We both actually are mentors on her uncle's foundation. Her uncle's Brandon Marshall. He has a William Marshall Care Foundation.
Okay.
Really?
So just gonna skip over that shit.
She's like, I'm not leading with that. I am my own.
Do you know?
Okay.
Do you know? Who
No,
that
I
is?
don't. No, I don't.
Well, so that was in your preparation. That's why, it's just the sports.
I have it in my
half of
notes
Yeah,
now. I'm gonna look him up.
Las Vegas legend.
Yes, for sure.
Ex-Bronco.
Yes, absolutely. So him and I, we're the same age. So he went to Cimarron, I went to Cheyenne. Yep. We were rivals from our schools, but we actually became really cool. Played an all-star game in football together and stuff like that. So I knew who he was and of him well before I met her. But we do mentor on his program, his mentorship program for the youth. And, so that's like a little bit of something that we give back as far as our time is concerned.
Awesome.
And then aside from that, just being able to really impact the community in a positive manner, especially on the historic West Side that kind of seemed to be, forgotten, especially financially.
I mean,
it's just like a second thought.
I'm not sure if he lived on the West Side before. Like I was Washington D Street. Like when I moved out here in '90, I moved out here in 1990 with my pops, Washington D Street. I walked to Madison 6th grade, so then we walked to Victory, all Second Baptist, all that with the church. We used to go to the, I don't know if y'all remember it, the Newtown Tavern. It was the old casino back there. That's what we used to go eat on Sundays at the church. You know what I'm saying? So I was the West Side. You know what I'm saying? I was a product of that. It is beautiful to hear y'all's story, man. And I'm gonna tell y'all, keep pushing, keep grinding. What do you have?
Questions wise?
Yes. Anything.
I did have a question, but now, do you guys find it hard juggling the different businesses? Keeping, is it hard?
Honestly, for me, I personally think I am a pro at this. The only time I do get overwhelmed is when, of course, like for a rental business, for an example, is if we like have like a call off. Well, right now with our rental business, unfortunately, we having just inconsistent workers right now. Okay. That's the only time I get overwhelmed. Yeah. But I got it down packed into a T to where I wake up, I post, you know what I'm saying? People don't understand how important posting and marketing is.
Oh my God,
you know what I'm saying? Like, that's huge. It's huge. But, I got it down to a T to where it's at the point to where it feels weird for me to miss a day not to post and promote our business. You know what I'm saying? So, I think the balance is there. I don't think we get overwhelmed. Like, you know what I'm saying? I think it's just, it's natural everything. Natural hustle, natural grind, natural we want to eat, natural, you know what I'm saying? Everything is just natural. And I like, it's literally, like I said, like the dispatching of it, getting, the promoting, getting people booked, all that. I know I'm not going to say like, for a regular person, like I look at myself as a superwoman, like a goddess. I'm like, how do I do this? I just had a baby 5 months ago. I got a newborn, 3 businesses. I still cocktail at the pool. I do promotional modeling here. Got to be a fiance. and all that. Like, and I sometimes I sit back and think, like, how am I doing
this? How the fuck am I doing this?
That's what I'm asking. I'm like, dude, like 3 businesses, baby, job, like there's only like I get tired. I would work one job. Yeah. I'd be like, yo, bro, that's enough for me today. Like,
and I'm here to tell y'all it's possible. It's wholeheartedly possible.
I feel like for me, and this is how I just look at it, is that you see celebrities or someone like Kevin Hart, Dwayne Johnson. You see these celebrities who are in this movie, that movie, this show, that show, stand up. They doing all this different stuff. I'm like, damn, they got the same 24 hours I got. And I was like, so I feel like if they're able to accomplish what they accomplished, they still work out. I mean, The Rock is built like a damn tank. Yeah. And they, at the same time, still be able to take care of all this business. Now, granted, I know they have a strong team behind them. They have a super team. So I feel like if there's anything that I would say that's more difficult is just kind of creating our super team. Yeah. Like right now, I think we're solid, but I feel like we definitely have room for growth with our team. So that does at times once you get overwhelmed, she's calling me, cussing me out, and then now I'm overwhelmed. Now,
you gotta let it out. You gotta let it out. I'd rather it be the team or the customers. Though. So you just deal with it. And everybody just knows. It's just like she's just frustrated. We gonna let it go.
And it's not often I get to that point.
So and I'm normally the patient one. Like I'm very patient. I'm very calm. I'm very just chill. And when the moment she gets irritated or she have a problem with her and overwhelmed, now that bothers me. Now I'm like, all right, now we got to figure something out. So,
I'm getting cussed out. I'm getting cussed out because she pissed off. I don't want to be cussed out, goddamn.
And I have nothing to do with the cuss out. I'm just there.
I just love my baby. What?
And granted, like,
she did play a PlayStation. I'm chilling.
I'm just trying to do me. But at the same time, I because we are how we are, and this is my best friend. So, anything that type of stuff happened, man, she read up to me first, and I'll take the brunt of it. She gonna hear what I got to say afterwards. But I'll take it, and then we'll just start figuring out solutions. Whatever it can be. So if I'm at work, like, hey, I gotta bounce. I gotta go. Like I tell them, like, my business come before this business, like straight out. So I'm like, all right, well, it is what it is. Like literally yesterday, I had to leave work yesterday because we had some issues with getting the rentals and stuff sent out. So I told him, I was like, hey, I gotta go. Something came up.
It's a 24-hour job.
And it's a lot, but it's possible. Like, if you're hungry for this, you're gonna make it possible. Right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I just feel like naturally that's how we are, and it just naturally works for us. Like, we like being busy. We like keeping ourselves busy, and that eliminates us from thinking about everything else that could be going wrong. In
right.
And she say all that until I be gone all day, and she was like, I miss you.
That was gonna be my next question.
Trust me, we know. This podcast shit does the same thing.
For everyone involved. Everyone involved.
At some point, you got to sacrifice. It's something kind of gets sacrificed, not maybe intentionally. But at some point, something
you're trying to get somewhere.
When you in the grind mode like that, it's sometimes you just don't have enough time. Like I don't have enough time, I would say, what's been bothering me lately is during the weekend, especially because that's when my schedule gets super hectic with work. So I miss a lot of family time. Like I didn't get to go to the pumpkin patch. Like I didn't, get to do these little things.
But you have
that I would
someone
love
who's
to.
understanding, and she knows. She understands it. It's not like she doesn't know what's going on or where you at. She knows, okay, he's grinding to get to this next level, to get us to this next level. So, you know what I'm saying?
Sacrifice comes before success.
Yes,
so it's going to pay off. And, I tell her all the time, she's like, this and that, and how we going to do this? I was like, look, it's all right. I was like, we'll be okay. I was like, we going to be grinding right now, but it's going to pay off. We just got to stick to the course. Just stick to the course. And eventually, we're going to be in that position where, we're having the best backyard parties and stuff like that. It's going to full circle that thing around, and
they own their
excited
own
for
business too, by the way. Toy and Jerry, they own their own.
Oh, they do. Yes, they do too. Yes, they do. Yeah.
But I aspire to be like these two gentlemen here.
I don't own my own business. I work for the man.
You relax a lot, though. Okay, you have a lot of chill weekends.
Well, we do own our own business, Ronaldo. Stop that. This is what we do. This is us.
Exactly. So you gotta give credit. You know what I'm saying? So,
this is us.
Right.
And then my last question for y'all would be, like, how do you typically manage to spend time together? Because now that y'all are family, how do you make sure that, okay, I can't spend time doing whatever downtown and you are at the pumpkin patch? How do you end up making that conjoined and with 3 businesses, it's got to be pretty hard. So
Yeah,
I mean,
that was gonna be my
I
question,
feel like
too.
this was out of since 2019, since we started the businesses. I think this weekend with him not making it to the pumpkin patch was the only time I got overwhelmed with him working too damn much.
Okay.
I done told him to quit just because he didn't make it to the pumpkin patch. So
you're fired. Get your ass home.
And get to this damn pumpkin.
Exactly.
We need pictures.
For this 22 minutes.
Exactly. But yeah, I don't feel like after, as long as we've been doing all this, that we haven't had that amount of time. It's so weird how the schedules is. Like, you know, like for one, our shifts like only be like 4 hours and stuff.
Okay.
So it's not that.
Yeah, it's not
too
bad.
Not that long, and we not working no exact 9 to 5. Like if it's slow at the pool, we can send home. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I just recently got overwhelmed with that whole him being away, and that was just because he ain't make it to the outing.
Right.
That was it.
It's just family time.
I would also say we find time. Like, I don't know. For me, at least, I appreciate some of the smaller things we're able to do sometimes. So, you know, we're at the house, like, you know, she's cooking, I'm cooking with her. Like, it's just like just small things that we can kind of spend time with. Because even now, like, for example, with the baby and stuff, you know, kind of it's a little different. You know, one, like, we got to shower separately sometimes, you know, whatever the case may be. And, you know, when before it was, you know, we always kind of did things together. But now, you know, obviously with the baby, it's a little different.
Together, y'all nasty.
I'm
just playing.
We saving water. You know, we saving water.
I'm just playing.
Bills is a motherfucker.
Hey, we got to pay for water. We looking out for y'all.
You know what I'm
we looking out
saying?
for the city. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we get a little extra bottle of water. You know,
Right.
You know,
Conserving.
You know, but I feel like, you know, just the small things we kind of take, you know, appreciative and we don't take for granted. You know, we, like our families, particularly her family, you know, they still kind of do like a Sunday dinner or Sunday night dinner and stuff like that. So I miss that too, so I'm upset about that. But I do know, like, you know, we just try to find different ways. We'll try to go out somewhere. And we find joy even just taking the kids out, you know, and letting them have fun and
The quality time
we
is
just
important,
chill.
man.
Yeah, so
Never let that go.
yeah,
Never
we always
let
try
that
to.
go.
But I'm
try
gonna
to
just keep it
together.
real. To do everything that like we got going on, your mental has to be there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mentally, I feel like, you know, and I've been on this whole spiritual awakening journey, and I'm obsessed with TikTok too. That's how I started it.
Yeah.
You know? But if your mental not there, you would not be able to do all of the stuff that we do. You know what I'm saying? So I do feel like if anybody ever wants to take on as much as we doing and, you know, pick up on these and many jobs and, you know, businesses, you have to make sure mentally you are there, because everything that we doing can really just, you know,
Stress
like,
you out.
Yes,
Can take
and
you out.
take us overboard
Yeah.
and make us just want to quit everything. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I feel like on top of having a strong mental, you have to have a very, very strong and understanding partner. Like, people don't realize, I feel like, you know, the
takes
people
a village,
the people that you're surrounded with has to be, y'all have to be on the same page, and they have to be very understanding on what you're giving and what you're able to, you know, to take away from it. Like, you know, I may not be able to give 100% of my time all the time, but when I do have some time, you know, I'm there. Like, I'm there. I'm not missing the baby doctor's appointments. I'm still making ways, you know, to try to be there and be present. But I have a strong partner, and she understands exactly what's going on, and she's not the one that's going to hold that against me per se.
Right.
So
If you're not there, she understands the reason.
Why you're not there.
You're
Yeah.
not,
She
you're not
knows
out
I'm
fucking
not-
around and no shit like that.
Yeah.
And she gonna give you a warning before she snaps.
Yeah, I don't go out. You know, I'm like, you know how they describe you, chill dude. Like, if I'd had a weekend like you, that'd have been probably the craziest weekend of my
Buy a
year.
hookah
Like,
for
you
the
know what I mean?
house.
So,
Best
We
thing
talked
ever.
about that.
And
No, it is
yeah.
dope.
I'm not even a
Quality.
hookah smoker though, but he probably didn't do it.
yeah.
It's
But
dope,
when you have
man.
one at the house, you don't feel like you have to do it as much.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you like do it like maybe once or twice a month.
Yeah.
But if you feel like you want to go out, I'm like, I got hookah. Ooh, order food. Now we're watching Grey's Anatomy on the couch.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
Like, that's a whole
I feel
whole
like
vibe right there.
I
Right.
can naturally just like make myself, like give myself that hookah vibe that y'all trying to get from that. I feel like I can naturally do that. And I find comfort in just like, you get what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, just eating some tacos and drinking some Kool-Aid.
We literally have a routine every week. So on Zeus, y'all Zeus, we watch Zeus.
Yeah.
So she's watching
With
the
Krishan.
baddies.
I
We watch
love the
it.
drama.
She watches all the stuff on there, and I'm like, oh, new episode, let's go. Like, it's
Yeah.
like just a little thing that we have, but it also just keeps us, you know, grounded, and we get to spend that time with each other. So it works out in the end of the day.
Okay.
That is lovely.
All right. Okay. Anything else real quick?
No, we good.
Raymundo, it's on you.
Oh, the Killing Tyme question.
So I guess both of y'all can answer together. I guess Killing Tyme podcast. It's a 2-part question.
Oh my god.
Give me.
Disgusting.
We're gonna do killing first. Give me a fictional death and a real life death that you would take back.
Fictional death. Ooh, fictional death. Okay, Mufasa. I think.
Oh my god.
Damn.
You know how many people we've had on the show to do this?
I'ma tell you.
Say Mufasa, yeah.
So I saw Lion King at the drive-in. So that was the first time I seen Lion King.
Yeah.
I'm watching this big ass screen. I'm like, yo, old boy didn't get back up. Simba's crying. I'm like, and I'm little itty bitty at the time.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, this is wild. It was rough
It
for a
stuck
minute.
with you.
You know
it was,
what's
It
funny?
was one that stuck with me for a while.
Speaking of TikTok, there was a little girl. It was her first time watching it. I think she was about 6 years old. Little blonde. She was so happy. She's like,
I
"Oh
saw
my
that
god, they
video.
so cute!" And then she's like, "Mommy, he's just napping. He's just napping. Yeah, he's not napping.
Oh.
He was his daddy, mommy." And the dad had to come and console her because she started losing it. And I'm like, "Oh my god."
Baby, baby. I
Yep.
can't think of nobody
Sad.
at the top of my head, so yeah, back to him.
And then just the real life death. I mean,
This is anyone.
Anyone.
Oh, my nana off top.
Okay.
I think my mother's mother. She had a huge impact. My grandmother had me at
grandma?
16. Yeah, my grandma.
Okay.
So my mother had me at 16 years old. So I was really raised between the two of them. And yeah, she was super impactful. I mean, that woman right there was just everything to me. So when that happened, unfortunately, when I was about 10 years old, it happened, she passed on October 30th. So we're kind of coming up to her anniversary or whatever. I haven't really celebrated Halloween since.
Yeah.
Like Halloween to me is not a time of like
it's not a fun time.
fun. It's not, granted, yeah, I celebrated growing up. My mom
Yeah.
trick or treating, all that
It
good
means
stuff.
something
But
different to you now, though.
it's different. So I would say that's 100% probably the real life that I would change in a heartbeat.
And I hope your baby girl brings a new meaning to that day
Yeah.
for you.
Oh,
Definitely.
so that's the thing about it is I don't allow my personal feelings to impact their experiences with Halloween. So
Yeah.
when we celebrated, like we're throwing a a trunk or treat at the car wash on
Nice.
the 29th.
Cool.
So
Bring your kids.
yeah, so
I got my little one.
we're still gonna celebrate. We'll still dress up. We'll still let them do their thing, and
Yeah.
I don't allow
I'm
my
gonna come
personal
support when my
feelings to
kids
do
go
that.
over that. I'm gonna come support them.
Mine is that he gonna bring me all the candy because he don't really eat candy. That's one thing about it. If you can get your kid on some water and fruit snacks,
Yeah.
baby, because my son he'd be like, candy, okay, here, mommy. Like for trick or treating,
Yeah.
he'll just take all of it and just throw it in a bag.
Yeah.
He just has fun doing
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
But he doesn't really ask for
That's good.
candy, and
Yeah.
he'll ask for water before he asks for juice. And I'm
Yeah.
just like, I did good because right now
That's
he's
really good.
He's on the.
I see so many
chicken
weird stuff.
nuggets and
They
french
even
fries.
doing stuff to the candy nowadays.
Yeah.
Just lacing it and I don't know.
Girl, they've been saying that for 5 years.
Yeah.
Every year,
But
every
still,
year
like-
something new. We always got to prepare for
but
it.
you don't want to just like get that one candy that
Yeah.
was laced. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So
Right.
it's actually it's
It's
just scary.
always a scary
Everything's
world
scary.
now that you're a parent.
Yeah, everything's
Everything's
scary.
terrifying.
I miss the old days. Give out money and stuff like that.
Right. Oh, in the matches on what was it now, Summerlin or
I used to
Centennial
go to
area?
Seaford. We used to go to Seaford and Roy's house.
Yeah.
used to go over there.
The old school Vegas
Yeah.
Drive.
Yeah.
On Vegas Drive, we used to go over there and
Famous
they used to give out,
areas.
give
Okay.
out money and stuff like
What's
that.
the other part of the question?
And then time. Would you go back in time, pause time, or going forward in time?
I would personally, I would not go back. I would not go forward.
So you gonna pause it?
I wouldn't pause it either.
So you just
I'm just gonna float. Like I don't know. Like I wouldn't go backwards. I'm not a going backwards. type
So
of
so
person.
pause in time is more of just living in the moment.
Yeah,
Not
living in the
necessarily,
moment. Okay, so
not
there we go.
necessarily like you're
Yeah.
staying here
Yeah,
and dealing with
Yeah,
what's
I'm a live in the
going
moment
on.
type of person. I definitely wouldn't go back, and I wouldn't go forward either.
Okay.
I think for me it's it depends. Like if I'm able to go back with what I know now,
Everybody says
Oh,
that.
that's
Y'all be
it.
trying to trick the
but
system.
look,
All y'all.
it's not about tricking the system. It's about allowing, it's about now implementing yourself into the system. You know, if I'm able to start or generate something that technically already been started, but no one knew about it.
Yeah.
So I can go back and do that.
Some hot tub time machine shit.
Yeah, real quick, like I'll go back.
You just want to call the Super Bowls, don't
like,
you?
like
Put some money on it.
Well, they call it Uber.
Like, just simple something that,
Tesla.
yeah, and be the start of that.
I saw
all
this
those
thing
things.
that 50 had posted. I think it was like a week ago or something. He posted this little meme and he said, "Would you go back in time with the knowledge that you have now, or would you take $20 million?
$20 million.
Right
20
now.
million.
Right now.
million.
Go back in time.
Nah, I'll go back. Because see, my thing is, if I go back and I create something that's now worth
You create Google.
billions of dollars.
Yeah.
You know, I'm gonna get much more out of that than I would
The
obviously the 20 million.
that you
Now,
could.
granted, you can take that 20 million now and invest into this stuff to get that wealth.
Right.
But if I feel like I can go back and be the creator of Facebook or be the creator of,
But if you
something
were
like
that person, you might not have the life you have now.
You're definitely not.
You
Yeah.
would,
I mean,
you wouldn't have your wife.
I hope not.
Butterfly
Billions of
effect.
dollars. I better have the life I have now.
Yeah.
That's the point.
But I think what you're saying is you might not be with the person you're with if you go
Yeah, and
back.
have the
awesome.
family
That
you
would,
have.
that would change your trajectory.
awesome.
in
Yeah.
life.
Gotta be, it is what it is. I mean, like, I'm just be real. I mean, of course, like, I would love for that to happen, but
Yeah.
you know, we can't live in the past. Give me the 20 million. I want cash up first.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
now.
Tax
Give
free.
me the money. Wait, my real question is: it tax free?
Right.
Because if it ain't
Because
tax-free,
I
you ain't
don't want
getting 20.
no $5 million
Right.
at the end of the day paying
Right.
taxes for
Give me
20
$20
years.
million. Keep it
Seriously.
pushing.
Okay, you gonna get his.
Real quick before we get into our topics, anything for us? Y'all got any questions for us? Y'all want to ask us? Anything?
Well, how long have y'all been established as this?
Over 2 years now.
Nice. And then
This is episode 106 or 7?
What?
What?
Maybe
106 or 107.
Congratulations.
Thank you,
to
thank
that.
you.
And then how? So who's like the founder, and then who's brought on?
How did it
I
start?
was brought on.
So me and Ronaldo have been best friends since we were about 14, 15 years old.
Nice.
I am now 43.
Old. 40 old.
So almost what? 30 something years of friendship.
Young
here.
people love call old people old. Like,
Yeah.
43 ain't old.
I just like bothering him though. And if you keep bothering me, I'm gonna call you old.
I left the Navy at 18, came back home at 38. Did my 20 years in the Navy, came back home. Upon returning home, Ronaldo was like, you know what? We have the guys' night every night. So me, him, and his brother Reggie would go do this guys' night every Thursday.
we just go to the bar.
Go to the bar, hang out, talk shit.
Check in, see
Yeah.
how our week was. Even though, which is actually kind of funny, even though I thought about the whole guys' night thing, like we still pretty much talked all the time. And then obviously I'd go on vacation and still come out and visit you. Like I think before you came back, I literally was out in Jacksonville.
Yeah,
for
you
your
came to my retirement, yeah.
I mean, for my 21st birthday, I spent a week in Hawaii with them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it was, and then he was in San Diego for a while.
Came on vacation out there.
Like
yeah.
almost every other fucking weekend.
Y'all besties.
Nah,
No, no, like this is.
Yeah, right.
That's dope.
I introduced him
That
to
my
his
bestie
first
and a
wife.
testy.
Like this is like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he was like, you know, we're gonna have this guys' night every Thursday. But we were having these conversations, and I was like, you know what? We're gonna put this shit on. We're gonna start recording this shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
that
saying?
part was his idea.
Yeah. And I said, we're going to start recording this shit. We're going to start recording our podcast just once a week. We're going to move it to this. Instead of going to the bar, we're going to sit here and do the same thing. Drink, hang out, but still have these same conversations.
Mm-hmm.
And then the interview stuff is like, we met y'all at the bar. Because we met y'all at the bar, we would still have these same conversations.
And you guys would just join in the conversation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You know, like when you're at the bar and you just start talking.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
start networking.
What do you do for a living?
Right.
Oh, we own a rental company. Oh, shit. How'd you get into that?
Yeah.
It's just
Boom.
that natural conversation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it was me, Reggie, Ronaldo and his brother Reggie, my brother Reggie. It kind of then my buddy Broderick came on when he returned from the deployment, and then Broderick moved. Reggie decided not to be a part of it no more. So we brought Tanisha on. We had to bring a female voice. We had no female voice.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So she brings that female voice. So I met her at
Hold it
work my
down.
first week there.
I need a woman.
Hold
I
it
was like,
down.
you know,
All
yeah.
right, then.
P.O.P.
Black
holding
queen.
it down.
I need it.
I heard this loud ass voice and who had an
Yeah.
opinion about everything.
Yeah, y'all hear my laugh. Y'all,
And I
you
was
know
like,
what
you know
it is.
what? Come join the pod. And she's been a perfect fit since then. So that is how we got established.
Nice.
And it's been a fun journey since I've been here. It's been a lot of fun, and it helps me like because I think all over the place. I feel like I have ADHD. I just think all over the place, and all my thoughts are everywhere, and I can go from one story to the next. And this has helped me hone in on like one conversation and really put thought into this conversation, and then lead into the next. And it just helps me in my daily life, honestly. It's just like, okay. And it also helps me not to divulge so much to people I don't know. Because I was a typical oversharer. Yeah. And now I'm not so much anymore, which is great, you know. Learning new hobbies and getting advice from, you know, older friends who are also in long-term relationships. And that just builds lifelong friendships and stuff. And it learns how to, you just learn how to become an adult, honestly. Because these two are established ass men, and I just want to be like them. Okay, I want to be like them one day in their relationships and otherwise, because they're happy, healthy, and wealthy, and I just want that for me.
Who don't?
I'm just saying.
Let me ask. I've been, you know, I'm intrigued to know, and if it's too personal, y'all can keep it real with me. But so is all podcasts like classified as you know, like, as, what am I trying to say? Wait, okay, I can see the word, but it ain't coming out of my mouth.
Yeah.
You know when you don't get paid for it? What is that called? I can't think of it.
We are...
It's the Coronas, but yeah.
We are not monetized yet.
Nonprofit, that's the word.
We are not monetized yet. I'm going to say not for profit. I'm not going to say nonprofit, but we are not monetized yet. When we do a podcast, you want to be monetized. Okay, so we are working on things to become monetized. Like we have the tools. Like, say you guys wanted to come in and say, you know what? We want to start a podcast. We want to start a podcast about entrepreneurship. And then we would say, you know what? We can produce that for you. We would charge you a fee to produce your podcast. So now that is a way for us to be monetized. Monetization means ads. People coming in and say, you know what? We're going to pay to put an ad on your podcast. So that's how you become monetized on a podcast.
Which would probably kind of be good for you guys. You guys could do a podcast.
And we could talk about that if you would like.
I'll be honest with you, that I love podcasts, man. I just love like even like stuff like this. Like you get to kind of create your own little things and do your own thing and the vibe. You create whatever vibe you want.
And we got t-shirts.
Talk about what the hell you want to talk about.
That's another way for monetization. Selling merch. So I guess we are monetized in a way. In a way.
So it's like when people have like YouTube channels and stuff like that. Like they kind of do the same thing. Get ads on their own merch.
Right.
Yeah.
You know. So yeah, man.
I always wondered. I had that.
No, of course. It's funny because we just. Excuse me.
Oh my God! You gassy baby. Damn.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
God.
We went to a podcast with me and Ronaldo in August, and I had no idea what to expect. But all these podcasters who were in the same boat as we are, still learning, still growing, and it was amazing to just see everybody of the same ilk trying to make it, trying to get their voice out there. You know what I'm saying? It was amazing just to see. I don't know if you were overwhelmed or not.
I wasn't overwhelmed. I was just more appreciative.
Yes,
I would say. Like it was a lot of people that were like us in the same space. Like we're trying to figure stuff out. And everybody's trying to figure stuff out too. Right. You know what I mean? I think that was the thing that
consistency. That's what I gotta say.
I like the best about it.
Because essentially, y'all trying to make this a safe place for people to come and have a voice.
Yes.
I love that.
Without being, judged and all that stuff.
If I get out, if your story gets out to one person who never heard your story before, we did our job. If you inspire that one person, say, "Damn, I've been sitting on this for 6 months. They can do it. I can do it." To me, we did our job.
And then just think about all of the learning curve that you guys had to go through with each business that you guys set up. Okay, well, I mean, I don't know, but I'm just assuming you didn't know how to run a car wash before you bought the car wash.
Still learning.
You know what I mean?
Still learning today. Look, I told like you said, TikTok is your best. I be on TikTok looking at the best ways to wash cars, the best utensils.
I just found out what a pressure washer was.
Oh, girl, pressure washer, fire! And I actually bought something to wash my own car at home because I spent a lot of money, and then I got like the little vacuum cleaner with the wheels and everything.
Which is smart.
Fire! I love doing it.
It's the same thing with this. Like we don't know. Like all the stuff that we need to do to have a successful podcast, so we're learning like every day. We're learning. Like we didn't have all this when we first started.
No,
and I'm not even
the first year we had no video. We just straight audio. No big board like this.
Yeah.
We can only accommodate 4 people.
Yeah.
Shit, the first 5-6 episodes was a damn one mic in the middle of a table.
And a laptop.
Yes.
Hot potato
And a
mic.
laptop.
Damn.
Sounds horrible, but we put it out there. You know what I'm saying?
That shit in my bedroom.
Yeah,
My
you know what I'm
bedroom,
saying?
on my
Just
fucking
that
bed and
growth,
shit.
man.
Yeah, you gotta start somewhere, and that's how the dude from Amazon, the creator of
Yes,
Amazon,
in
he
his
started
garage.
out
Mr.
like
Jeff
that.
Bezos,
Yeah.
the evil villain of everybody's
Yep,
origin
exactly,
story,
man.
apparently.
Yeah.
It's important though, because I feel like podcasts, especially like this one, it's important for us to get our voices out there, no
Yeah.
matter what it is, whatever we want to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we can kind of represent, I guess, like the common person essentially. You know what I
Yes.
mean? Like everyday person is not
That's
no
it.
over the grown.
We not no celebrities.
Yeah.
Nah, we just some regular ass folks.
Just kicking
Yep,
shit.
exactly,
and,
man.
Living the north.
And it is what it is.
Yep.
And the way the conversation works too is just very organic. We don't
Yeah.
you don't have to be like prompted before you come and
Yeah.
speak with us and have a conversation. We're never gonna bait
Yep.
you into saying something
Nope.
that you shouldn't say. And we don't talk about those topics anyway,
Nope.
unless it's like for Black lives
Yeah.
and we speak up on that. So
Right, right.
regardless of
And-
that,
and-
otherwise it's just like
One thing I
learning
appreciate about us too, we don't edit shit.
That's
That's we don't. If we put it out, if we said it on here,
Is what it is.
once,
Yeah.
once
We gonna
he-
say
once
it
he
with our
pushes-
chest.
once he pushes this button and the light goes red on here, it's free game.
Mics are hot.
I
The
love
mics
it.
are hot. You know what I'm saying?
I
If
love
you don't
it.
want that shit said on this podcast,
Don't say
You
that.
better
don't say it.
shit.
yeah, you can, and we honestly say like if you decline something, like y'all wait and see, or
Yeah.
if you got something you don't want to let the public know,
you know how much shit I got to at home.
Right.
Shit.
We definitely have.
We ain't gonna go that far.
Yeah.
For sure.
Okay, cool. Anything else, real quick?
No.
Man, we got about 20 minutes.
All right, let's get on the sports, man. Come on.
Oh,
Let's
Why
go.
we gotta to the restroom?
Come on. Anything. Yes.
And in the meantime, can I get one of these Coronas?
Yes,
Go
man.
ahead.
Let me. I can tell you now that I'll never get tired of that NFL music. I don't give a damn where I'm at.
I got
Okay, you got
what's going on.
Okay.
wow, my phone.
I would just like
There
to
it
say
is.
while you're picking the scores up, at the end of week 5, I would be 5-0 in both fantasy leagues. That's all I want to say.
If I was playing, you would be
Nobody
losing. Just
cares.
saying.
Y'all have favorite football teams? Y'all have
Ravens.
Ravens team. Okay.
Yeah,
why Ravens?
I was living in Baltimore and I didn't have a football team, and I was stationed out there.
I like that.
So,
I
yeah.
like that.
Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay.
Yeah.
Why so?
When, like, a long time ago, my dad moved out to Florida. I was probably like 13, 14, moved out to Florida. I went out there to visit him. He took me to a Gators game. And then I just fell in love with the Gators. And then it just so happened that year, like 2 or 3 of the players got drafted by the Bucks. So then I fell in love with the Bucks. Yeah.
What about you?
Nice. So my story is different. Like being born and raised in Vegas, we never had a football team.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah.
So like I have a favorite, and it's funny because I have a favorite team or a favorite athlete in every sport you can probably damn near imagine, but football. And it's weird because football is my number one sport.
Okay.
Football is my favorite
Yeah,
sport.
You don't have a
You played
favorite
that.
I do not have a
football?
favorite football team. I do
No,
not.
favorite player in football.
Oh, jeez. Wait,
You said you have a favorite
I have
player in every
yeah, I do.
sport,
So,
but not
so
football.
it depends. Like if NFL, my favorite football player is Barry Sanders.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
Okay.
that's my favorite football player. And then college is Reggie Bush because at the
Yeah.
time I was in high
Oh,
school.
oh
When he was at
my
SC, I was in high
Right.
school, and yeah, he was a monster. But
Reggie Bush
yeah,
is cheat mode.
yeah, oh for
Yes,
sure.
facts.
Highlight
Yes.
tape is amazing.
Right.
Just
yeah.
real quick, we'll run through these scores real quick. Thursday night's game, which was probably the worst football game I've ever seen in life.
Somebody said we should
It
get
was
like a
trash.
month of Amazon Prime
Yeah.
free. Because of that game.
Like, bro, that shit was terrible. The Colts beat the Broncos in overtime 12-9.
Yeah, it was such an ugly game.
The Broncos suck.
Worst fucking
Such
game
a-
ever.
Russell Wilson should be charged with robbery.
And
that
his offensive line
For that
should be
contract.
charged with some bullshit.
With,
too.
with assault. Let him get beat up.
They're accomplices to.
Yeah.
Seriously, bro.
And then, so the Bucks beat the Falcons 21-15.
Congratulations.
I mean, they're always
You
first
almost
on
lost
the
that
list.
game, but congratulations.
They did, yeah, they did. The Giants beat the Packers in London.
Yeah, the Giants are for real.
Look. They came back from what a 14-point deficit.
Yeah.
They were down 20-3
like
at
that's
halftime.
wild.
Yeah.
And the Packers didn't score in the whole
The whole
second
second
half.
half. The Giants might be for real. Maybe.
Or are the Packers not who we
I think it may be a little bit of both.
Yeah, I'm about to say it's a little
I think
bling.
a little
I don't think the
both.
Packers are who we. Cause
No.
see, we look at Aaron Rodgers like, okay, they got
Devontae's
Aaron Rodgers
gone.
still. But they ain't really got anybody else up there.
Nope.
Yeah, they got
They got the running back, and that's
No
about
one
it.
wants to play with him anymore. They're
That's his
tired,
own
of
fault.
that, they're tired of that bullshit. In or out, in or out, in or out. What you doing? Nah, man, fuck you.
He's
That's his
doing the
fault.
Brett Favre. He let
Yeah.
him
Yeah, that's what it is. He should have been doing the Tom Brady. He had everybody in that bit.
Right. The Steelers lost to the Bills 38-3.
Thank you, Josh Allen.
Shout out to Josh Allen and Corey's fantasy football
And
team.
Gabe Davis.
Bro, Corey scored. It was like
you're a
100
I had 110, 120 points or something like that.
between two people.
Well, people don't even get that for the whole
Bruh.
Between
of
two,
all
he
the
had
players.
Josh Allen and
And Gabe Davis.
Oh, he went ham.
Damn.
Oh,
Chargers beat the Browns 30-28. The Bears lost to the Vikings 22-29. The Lions lost to the Patriots 29-0.
Wait.
I had the Lions winning.
and
Come
the
on.
crazy part is the Lions. They were talking about they was the highest scoring team in the
I
league.
had-
And
them picked.
one of the worst records.
And,
I had them picked
and
too.
the worst defense, the highest
Yeah.
scoring offense and the highest
Highest
scoring
scoring
defense.
Yeah.
But the crazy to get blanketed though,
Yeah,
like,
bro.
by the Patriots defense.
And a rookie quarterback.
And a rookie, second string quarterback or third string?
Third string quarterback.
Third string quarterback.
The Patriots defense ain't even all that like
Nah,
that,
bro.
They
I
do
had
like that
Belichick.
for real.
I had them as a
Belichick.
lock to win this week. They didn't score a point. I'm mad.
Yep.
I'm mad as fuck about that. Another thing I'm mad about: the Saints beat the Seahawks 39-32.
And they shouldn't have.
I have Taysom Hill on my fantasy, and I had him on the bench.
Oh
much?
damn!
42 points.
Damn!
Are you losing this week?
I'm getting my ass whooped.
I'm sure.
Now I am. The Dolphins lost to the Jets 17-40. Titans beat the Commanders 21-17.
Oh, yeah, you getting your ass beat.
Texans beat the Jaguars 13-6.
Texas got their first win. Congratulations.
49ers beat the Panthers 37-15. And just a little side note, the Panthers have the first coaching casualty of the year.
Yep.
Firing their coach.
Hey, man. I'm in the wrong profession.
Who was the coach?
Matt
Rule.
Matt Rule.
Yeah, he
I'm
got-
in the
he got
wrong
fired today.
profession. This dude is going to get paid $800,000 a month for the next 48 months to sit on his couch.
So he signed a 6-year,
Yeah.
$80 million. He signed a 6-year, $80 million contract.
Like name a job
He
when
got-
you get fired and they still pay you
still
millions
gotta
of
pay.
dollars.
No. Not only that, but
Like, that's
even in
crazy.
college, like sometimes, like these college coaches, they get paid buyouts. They're paying you to go away.
Yeah.
They're like literally, we'll give you $17 million to
I'll
just
go
to
away.
leave.
There was a
Give me
school
the money.
that fired a coach recently, and if they waited like a week, a
Nebraska.
couple of,
It was Nebraska.
Yeah, if they waited a few more weeks, they would have to pay him way less.
It was like almost half of what they paid him.
But they
And
fired
they-
him.
and they was tired of your ass.
It's like, bro,
just
you
like,
gotta
you
go
gotta
now.
go
You gotta get up out of here.
Hey, get your shit and go,
See, the
dog.
thing, you wait a few more weeks, that's a few more, possibly more
that's
losses.
more losses.
And
Yeah, they ain't
not
doing
making
that.
a bowl
The,
game then.
the
So.
Cowboys beat the Rams 22-10.
Hold on, I got
Cowboys.
something to say
Man.
about that. Okay. The Cowboys are going to do. What are they going to do when Dak Prescott comes back from his injury with
Look at
Cooper
her-
Rush
look at her
being
notes.
You seen her notes?
4-0
Look at her
as a
notes.
starter? Ha! I got something to say this week.
You go back to Dak Prescott because you paid him.
You paid him stupid money.
Yeah.
Money.
You have to get your investment. You have to get it
Yeah.
back.
She's like, I don't care.
You
I
have
just had
to
to
get
say
it
it.
I
I don't
just
care
had to
what y'all
say
say.
it. I was performing.
But the
and
thing
then,
about it
and
is,
then
you know,
also,
it's pretty different.
is it a Micah Parsons?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
And the Cowboys,
So
our
funny.
defensive line went crazy on the Rams yesterday.
Yeah,
That's-
they did. Yeah,
that's
they
all I have
did.
to say.
They did.
And he was low key hurt.
Yeah, he
And
was.
Still,
Well, you always hurt in the NFL.
Nah,
Yeah.
he was hurt.
yeah, like he was
Either
hurt.
mentally, physically, or sexually.
Oh Lord.
The
Well,
Eagles,
somebody got problems in
Wait a
there. I ain't gonna say who.
Wait a
but
minute.
They be
Yeah.
having problems over
the
there.
Eagles beat the Cardinals 20-17, and the Eagles are still
The only undefeated
the only
team. Are they for real?
I was about to ask that same question.
I
Do you
was
feel
worried.
like
I
they
thought
for
that
real?
they were going to lose this game, and that would be like, okay, this is going to be where we'll really find out whether or not they're for real or not. Because I mean, even though the Cardinals aren't really like a good team, they're at least a middle of the road
Yeah.
team, right? They're not an elite team, but I think they might be legit.
Okay.
I think they might be legit.
I think what the craziest part about them going 5-0 now is with the Giants and the Cowboys both
Yo,
winning.
that might be the best division
The
in the
NFC
fucking
East is
league.
normally the worst
Yeah.
division
They
in
might
the
be- they
football.
might have the
actually
toughest division
might
now.
be the,
They are.
almost
They-
the best
yeah.
as
Yeah.
record-wise at least.
And last but not least, the Ravens beat the Bengals 19-17.
Hey, man, we got, hey, bounce
Behind
back.
the leg
Bounce
of the
back.
greatest kicker
Justin Tucker, baby.
ever. Justin Tucker.
Justin
Oh,
fucking
fact.
Pay Me Tucker, baby.
Best
He look like-
player
he look like
on
Woody
the
to me.
team.
Is he the best player on the team?
He look like
player-
Woody.
he's not the best player on the
I'm
team.
not gonna lie, he look like Woody.
He does.
He look exactly
But he's
like
not
Woody,
the best
bro.
player on the team.
He is the best
Like
player.
Woody from Toy Story.
Yeah,
But Lamar's the best player on the team.
No.
Lamar is the best player.
Now look, now go back and put it in your note. Put it in your note. Look it up. Put in Justin Tucker.
Justin Tucker.
And when you type it in, and then when you go back, look at it. I'm trying to tell you, you look like Woody. The boy can kick like a horse.
Motherfucker be kicking up.
That boy can kick.
Okay.
You got 10 minutes left.
We got 10 minutes. All right. T.
I try to tell you, look, live action.
He needs a hat. Justin
Tanisha.
Tucker, be Woody. Yeah.
All right, we got 10 minutes, baby. Give me a subject.
Okay, so we were going to talk about Stormy Daniels and her low vibrational plate.
Is it Stormy Daniels? I don't think her name's Stormy Daniels.
Oh, it's another.
He's being triggered.
That shit yesterday.
He's being triggered by. He's like, yo, I didn't see Stormy Daniels.
Coach Stormy. Okay. Erase that. Coach Stormy. Right. I was about to say, oh my God.
Do you know who Stormy Daniels is? You know who she is.
I think I know who she is too. That's
She's the porn star. The one who Trump was suing. And she was suing Trump back in the day for some shit.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah. So I take it back. So not her. Coach Stormy.
That's not why you know her, though.
Okay. Coach Stormy, she is a life coach, apparently. She's a black woman who's a life coach.
I've seen her
and
before.
she
Stormy
was in the news this past week due to a conversation she had with a woman. They were at a barbecue or a restaurant of some sort.
No.
What was it?
They were at Stormy's retreat that they paid $10,000 or $15,000 to go to.
But it was still at a restaurant, is what I'm saying.
Oh, where the food was at?
Yeah, where the food was at. But yeah, they made her pay. She made them pay $10,000 to $15,000, basically to be ridiculed and humiliated based on what they fucking eat, because they were at a establishment and she had a burger. If you at a barbecue, you get one of everything. Like, I'm gonna get a rib, a piece of chicken, a burger, some macaroni, and sit down. I'm not gonna eat maybe everything on my plate, but I don't want to have to get up again. She told that woman, you eating a low vibrational plate. If you saw this plate and that plate, which would you think is a queen's plate and all this other bullshit, while she's licking her fingers and pointing over the woman's plate and just being this woman. I think she's just so wrapped up in being around her and being her friend that she's not realizing that she's being ridiculed and humiliated in front of people. And she's just agreeing with this woman and just oh yeah, so if somebody put, or I guess the analogy she said, you don't have to eat what's put on your plate or something of that nature.
So that's what I was.
Yeah, Stormy said that.
That's what I was gonna say. Is I think I understood what she was saying, but it was still rude as fuck. She was saying that you should have chosen what they put on your plate. Basically, she just went up and let them let them choose what she put on her plate, and that's why she was saying that's a low vibration plate, because you didn't choose what you're eating.
So let me confirm. Stormy had an event. We just simplify this.
Yeah.
Stormy had an event. She made everybody pay $15,000 to come to this event.
Yeah.
And then the person came to the event, and Stormy came and got mad what was on her plate.
They're sitting next to each other.
Right here.
Let me tell you, the prices range from $697 all the way to the most expensive package being $15,000.
And that's not the only video I saw of her also talking about this woman. This woman was on a boat and she's trying to take pictures, and the girl is trying to, she's setting up to take a picture, the background and everything. And she's just you need somebody to tell you what to do, because clearly your mama's dead, your daddy's dead, you don't have nobody there for you. I'm going to be there for you, and I need to tell you what to do. This woman, her mother just passed away that week, and she's telling all her business and being that week, allegedly. I'm not 100% sure, but
it didn't matter that week, that year.
Yeah, that day.
She
still passed.
Right, she would have went overboard on that fucking boat if it was me, because baby, no. What you're not gonna do is that. Why are you continuously berating these women who are looking to you for support and looking to you to be a mentor? Clearly, they don't have the guidance that they want, and they're looking to you, and you're taking advantage of them in this way. And then there was another also, this is the last video. There was a credit card game where she took another group of these women to it was a credit card game. She took them to dinner, and she gave the waitress all of their credit cards, and she said whoever gets the credit card picked has to pay for the meal. And everybody was okay, the last card standing. They're trying to talk about it and all this other stuff. Her card actually was the card that was picked, and she threw a fucking fit.
Yeah,
she is an embarrassment.
So I feel like I feel like she's definitely, for one, misrepresented as a life coach. Like,
Yeah,
I don't see
absolutely.
I don't see anyone as a life coach
doing anything like
doing
that.
something like that that's been speaking down on someone else's life.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like,
and their choices. Like I can tell you, I can tell you, like, hey, if you want to take care of yourself, feed your body nutrients or whatever. But I'm not gonna point at you and be like, you're drinking this alcohol, you're a bad person. Yeah. You're never gonna make it in life unless you drink it with a glass of water. Yeah. Like. Girl, if you don't get the fuck out of my face,
right?
And
absolutely
Trisha,
not.
I paid $15,000 or even $697. I'm gonna eat everything.
I don't care if I pay $100. You are not gonna talk to me like this.
Or Coach Stormy on Instagram.
Yeah.
I'm gonna eat everything. I'm gonna eat
everything.
If we had a barbecue, baby, I'm getting a rib, maybe 2 ribs, maybe even 3 ribs. I might get a hot dog and a hot link and some mashed potatoes.
Unless you know it ain't hitting like that, but I'm definitely probably gonna go for seconds while you playing.
Right, why you playing? A low vibrational plate my ass. You judging me on what's on my
low
plate.
Vibrational is her energy and
yes, her energy. Like, don't you dare disrespect somebody who's paying to learn from you, because all they're learning is to be nasty, and they're gonna pass that on to someone else who might not be as nice as they were.
Right.
And then they gonna get their ass whooped, and they gonna be looking at you like, oh, Coach Stormy did this. You know,
so
like
why is there any issue with her and Trump? Is what I'm confused about.
No.
That's a whole other person.
2 different people.
Two different people.
Stormy Daniels and Coach Stormy are 2 different people.
Yeah, Coach Stormy
We
is
just
different.
joking.
That's why I said I retract that statement.
No.
I just feel like if you're going to be a life coach, especially to the Black community, first of all, don't be taking advantage of people and their money, because people work hard as fuck for their money. And for you to sit here and tell her she got a low vibrational fucking plate for $15,000, baby, it ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. Baby, I'll watch a rerun of Oprah before I listen to this bitch tell me that my plate is bad.
I mean, she don't even know what low vibrational really is.
Right.
No, it's like a made up word.
Yeah, she just doing that just to
I'm gonna go home and get my low vibrational nachos.
Right, that's exactly what I said. Shit, I can pull up to somebody drive through and get a low vibrational fucking 3 for 4 for 4.
All right, man. That's it, man.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Boo, Coach Daniels.
I got one thing to say. Make Kanye great again. Somebody get Kanye his medicine.
Yeah.
Real quick.
Yeah, we definitely applaud on that.
To Raven and Deshaun, we appreciate y'all for coming.
Thank you
y'all for sitting down with us. Y'all story is dope, inspirational, and I wish y'all nothing but the best in the future.
From now on, that's the only place I'm coming to get.
Yeah, definitely.
And we look forward to seeing more of your success around the city for sure.
Support Black businesses.
And we also do offer senior and military discounts. So y'all come on through, man. And
I'm not. Oh yeah.
So you know what's so crazy about that?
Senior discounts? I feel attacked.
No, he was just saying, period.
I know.
You should feel held.
Because I know y'all, I would never ask for a military discount.
You know, it's
because I know y'all.
I'm that type. Like, I don't ask military discounts. She be like,
I do. Especially because I know it's your business. I'll never ask for a military discount.
I mean, I might not do it with your clothing line, your bathing suit, because your girl gonna need one for this next coming, summer. But car washes.
Yeah. So hey, we thank y'all for listening. We thank y'all for listening. Buy a hoodie, buy a t-shirt, tell your friends, like, share, subscribe, follow Glitzme Rentals.
Tell them where they can find y'all at. Tell them
where they can find y'all, Instagram, Twitter, whatever.
So Instagram is Glitzme Bikinis. For the car wash, it's Get Drip Auto. We did rebrand it to Get Drip. That's what it's called. And I mean, we on Facebook, Raven Herring, Deshaun Proby. Y'all know where to find us at.
All right. And there it is. With Killing Tyme Crew, we are out.
Bye.
Please.